Greetings and salutations. In today's episode, we're going to do a run-through review of the brand new featured mission in the future-proof New Dawn, campaign, I guess you could call it. Anyway, it's a Time and Tide. So this is a brand new mission. Looks like anyone who is Lieutenant Commander 10 or above can do it, but I did decide to run through it first before recording, just so I could see what was happening and evaluate it, and also let my internet pre-download all the files. And anyway, so I decided that it looked pretty hard, and also I didn't want my new run-through low character to progress too much. I might do another run-through with them or something, I don't know. Anyway, I might do it just off screen for that 7 of 2016 characters, so don't worry about that. Anyway, let's hail Time and Tide.
We have been contacted by the Federation from the 29th century. Their Temporal Integrity Commission is charged with protecting the timeline from factions who might want to change history. Considering our recent experiences, we feel the need to better understand the rules of time travel. However, it's important we don't know too much about the future, so we have decided to designate one representative to learn what we need to know. Given your record, you were the logical choice. You are to rendezvous with the USS Postok. Her captain will give you a more thorough briefing upon arrival.
Alright, that's awesome. There is a weekly reward, but I've already claimed that today. We get 14,000 skill points, expertise 13,000 skill points, 400 6th anniversary prize vouchers, and you get to choose one of these three things. There will be weekly rewards that are different. There's a interesting console there, which will work together with these weapons that we get. There will be a 360 degree omnidirectional Polaron beam array, but because I use anti-protons, probably won't really want those weapons. The last week's one looks interesting. Faction appropriate one-time use Admiralty ship and 2 pass tokens. Oh yeah, so to help with the Admiralty system. That sounds good. Okay, so let's do it. I'm going to do another video in the next few days about how there's this anniversary event. I'll probably do it tomorrow. And there's a free ship up for grabs, which is you got to collect 1,000 of these vouchers, and you can get this Krenim time science vessel. It's a science vessel. It looks different to the other Krenim ship that people have. Actually, there's a couple of Krenim ships, but this one looks pretty good, and so I'm looking forward to getting it. It's like a tanky science ship, so that should be really, really good. Yeah, so you have to do an Amiga Molecules Q's daily missions, and I'll show you that in the next video, but we're going to do just a run through of this Time and Tide today. So I've pre-gone to the place that I need to be at, which is the Kiana system in the Delta Quadrant. If you're a low-level character, you can go through the gateway, Solanese gateway or something. Alright, anyway, so let's begin Time and Tide. Alright, it looks good to me. There will be a lot of voice acting in this mission. We get to talk to a lot of different people throughout the mission, so that is enjoyable, because I prefer the missions that have voice acting, obviously.
Please report to the USS Postok.
Oh, where did those things come from? Medical generators. They weren't there before. Oh, it was my guys. They put them there. Weird. Alright, let's talk to Captain Walker. I'll just zoom in a bit so you can see what...
It's a pleasure to see you again. I'm glad you were selected as your time's representative. I can't imagine a better selection. Of course, I already knew you were going to be chosen, but that doesn't change my appreciation. Your recent experiences with time travel have begun a new phase of development, and a perilous one at that. Understanding the rules of time travel is of vital importance.
Okay, tell me about the Temporal Primer Directive.
Starfleet personnel are strictly forbidden from directly interfering with historical events, and are required to maintain the timeline when possible. We're also restricted from revealing too much about the future. These principles have served Starfleet well. Now that the time travel genie is out of the bottle, it'll be hard to get it back in. The tech will spread through the galaxy, and species after species will learn the secrets of time.
I see, okay. What are the dangers of time travel?
Time travel can be a very seductive tool. Many would use it benevolently to save lives, worlds, entire civilizations. Many more, however, would use it for conquest, vengeance, even genocide. Unsupervised tampering with the timeline can be disastrous, good intentions or not. Prior to the Accords, reckless time travel led to a great war. It nearly undid existence itself. In its aftermath, a coalition was formed to stabilize the timeline and enforce its protection.
Okay, a coalition?
Your alliance, the Federation, the Klingon Empire, and the Romulan Republic, formed the historical basis of this coalition. It's vital that the Alliance holds together. In timelines where the Alliance fails, let's just say it wasn't pretty. In other branches, the Coalition grows beyond the Alliance, and eventually forms the Galactic Union. The Union proposes a treaty to protect the timeline and restrict the use of time travel. We call this treaty the Temporal Accords.
I see. Sounds pretty interesting, Captain.
It might be the most important event in known history. I would like to take you to witness the signing of the Accords, so you can see for yourself what the work of the Alliance will lead to, and how important it is to future civilizations. Of course, you must promise to be circumspect in your reports and conversations with others when you return. We don't want to create any disruptions or paradoxes.
Of course, understood. I'll look forward to witnessing this event, and I meant to say important before, not interesting. Okay.
Are you ready to visit the future?
Yes, take me to the future. Let's go back to the future.
Welcome to New Kittimer.
Oh, thank you. Ooh, look at this. Well, how about this, huh? Okay. Hello, Walker. Again.
Here we are. Since you're from the past, I'll be your chaperone during the event, hopefully protecting you from any temporal incidents. Purely procedural, of course. You've already demonstrated your ability to remain silent about things you aren't supposed to know.
Rightio, acknowledged. Okay, let's go talk to this person over here. There's a desk in the way. Hello.
Welcome, gentle being, to the signing of the Temporal Accords. Your biosigns aren't listed on our register today. I'll need to... Wait, I know you. I wrote a paper about you in classical history class at the Academy. I must say, you look much younger than your holo images. Wait, what year did you come from?
2415, and I know it says 2410, but seriously, isn't it 5 years into, or 6 years, so it should be 2416. So, yeah, 6 years into STOs can't still be 2410 after 6 years and 6 years of missions. So I think the developers should realise that. Anyway, it's only criticism I've probably got of the whole thing. Continue.
Oh, that explains why you look so young. Well, you sure have an eventful future ahead of you. Forget I said that. I'm not supposed to say things like that. To be honest, I'm still getting used to the new temporal regulations. They can be a little confusing. Anyway, the TIC crews are scrubbing the hall for anything that might cause a paradox if visitors from the past, like yourself, encounter them. It will be just a few moments.
Very well.
Perhaps you would like to chat with some of our other guests here in the lobby. I believe they have all been cleared for trans-temporal interactions. I'm sure you'll have plenty to talk about.
Okay, thank you indeed. Alright. So we've got some other people to talk to over there. Hello, protester.
The Nakul are here to protest the signing of these unlawful, biased accords.
Why?
The Tholians ravaged our homeworld thanks to the Federation's ineptitude. In one dark moment, my people were scattered throughout the stars. All we were, our history, our way of life, was nearly lost. And when we needed the Federation the most, we were denied. Terrorists, they called us. Criminals, the dregs of the galaxy. These words, these deeds will never be forgotten or forgiven.
I'm not sure what the tragedy of the past has to do with today's events.
Today, the Federation and their lackeys come to tell the galaxy which timeline is best and what they'll do to keep it that way. But who are they to dictate such terms? To tell us that their history is more important than ours?
So you would change the past despite the risks you could undo your own existence?
My existence? My existence has been nothing but hardship and pain. The life of an exile. I'd gladly sacrifice it to restore my homeworld and prevent the mass exodus of my people. Don't tell me you wouldn't do the same were our places reversed.
I'd resist the temptation. Too much could go wrong to risk it. Sure. Okay. Oh, who's this guy? Hello?
Greetings, friend. How may I help you?
Who are you?
Where do I start? I'm 157 years old. But that's only because I spent 90 years caught in a temporal distortion. Back then, I was serving as an ensign under Captain Bateson on the USS Bozeman. After that, integrating back into Starfleet was difficult. So much had changed. Some of my shipmates joined temporal investigations. Their first-hand knowledge of past events was quite useful. Seemed like a way to make a difference. So that's where I ended up as well.
Don't you recognize me?
Pretty certain we haven't met until just now. Well, not yet, at least. I just graduated from the academy as a temporal agent. That being said, it's quite possible that we will meet in the future. Well, my future. Tell you what, I'll try to act surprised when it happens.
Why are you here?
Same reason as you, I'll imagine. To witness the signing of the temporal accords. Usually, temporal agents watch holo recordings of the event. But the three of us were given special dispensation to come and view the accords personally. Perks for graduating at the top of the class, I suppose.
Okay.
Attention all guests. The main hall is now open. Please make your way to your seats.
Aha, looks like we've talked to people. So now we need to walk through this hallway. Or run. Okay, it says speak to observer, 7 observers, and master of this person.
Well, one of our very special guests. It is so nice to meet you. I am Wixit, your humble master of ceremonies for this historic event. Quite an honor, wouldn't you say? So exciting. This ceremony is about to begin, so you should find your seat. But I'd love to chat with you after the signing.
I'm looking forward to it. Okay then. Oh, look at all these people with things flashing over their heads. Let's talk to them all. Hello, Dominion.
I am honored by the founders and pleased to observe this most historic event. Although the Dominion was not greatly affected by the development of time travel, we have an interest in safeguarding the time stream.
Oh, that's good to hear. Ah, Jolan Shrew, Commander.
Jolan True, you are from the past. From before the time the Romulans joined the Federation, I'll wager. How strange all of this must be for you. The entire galaxy unites in preserving the timeline. This is truly a momentous day for all.
Indeed it is. Indeed. Hello, Tholian.
The Tholian Assembly has decided to support the Accords. We are concerned that a rogue individual or species could disrupt our development. The Accords do not go far enough. We want to end all time travel. For any reason. We will continue to lobby for change, aggressively. Should the Union fail to preserve the timeline, the Assembly will succeed by any means necessary. That is all.
Ah, Tholian diplomacy at its finest. And since when do the Tholians talk to us? Hey, that's a bit of a development. Talk to the Defari, g'day.
Well, the Accords promise to safeguard the time stream for us all. I can't help but ponder the opportunities for temporal abuse that will remain after they are signed. I fear great imbalance could occur, despite the very good intentions of all the signatories involved.
You make a good point. Hello, Breen.
Time travel is a coward funny. The Breen conspiracy allows the pain of the present, rather than the memory of the past, the dream of the future.
Ah, agreed. I like your approach and your weird voice. Hello, Cardassian.
I must say, I am privileged to witness this historic event. Truly, it is a singular honor. I'm humbled, as I'm sure you are as well.
Oh, we've got the same haircut, man. I'm sure it will be interesting. Hey, Zindi.
The Zindi are no strangers to temporal affairs. The tragic conflict with Earth in the 22nd century and our manipulation by the Sphere Builders are matters of deep shame for us all. We support the Accords with the hope that they will prevent such tragedies from this day forth.
A worthy goal. Okay, let's go talk to this person over here. Oh, it's one of them people who's angry.
The Nakul are not here to sign these accords. We have already been victims of time-traveling aliens. But somehow this incursion into the timeline has been overlooked. Perhaps because of its importance to the founding of the Galactic Union. We proposed an amendment to restore our home world in the timeline, but it was rejected. Therefore we are here, with all eyes of the galaxy upon us, to point out the hypocrisy and unlawfulness of these accords.
I see, said the blind man.
Delegates and honored guests, your attention please. The signing ceremony is about to begin. Please take your seats.
Alright, so I've talked to 7 observers, however, I'm allowed to continue to talk to the rest of them, which I think is an important thing to do, for, especially for when you're recording. Okay, so let's talk to the Federation guy.
Your uniform. 25th century, correct? You're definitely a visitor from the past, and an honored one at that. Welcome to the 28th century. I hope you'll enjoy seeing what your work and sacrifice has wrought.
Thank you for the honor. Kapla. Oh, there's a Ferengi.
These Accords are going to provide quite the opportunity for historical studies of economic matters. I hear the Grand Nagus is going to formally announce several new temporal rules of acquisition soon. I hope at least one of them covers going back in time to beat someone to a deal.
Okay, hopefully in a way that prevents such activities. What? Okay. Hello, Orion.
I am reminded of a quote from
she's
ancient
cute.
Earth. And when Alexander saw the breadth of his domain, he wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer.
An interesting perspective. But Alexander should have looked to the stars. Plenty to conquer up there. I like that. Talk to Lakari, Ambassador.
Greetings. Pardon me for saying so, but you look very familiar. Have we met before? Wait, I remember you from my history studies. You saved our homeworld. There's a statue in your honor in the capital city on Lucari Prime. Oh, wait. That's already happened for you, right? Oh, good. Whew. Just my luck to cause a paradox here, today. Can you imagine?
That would be a little awkward, indeed, yes. Here's a cool Orion. Okay. Oh, look at Borg! Hello, cooperative Borg.
The Borg have a checkered past when it comes to time travel, particularly where the Federation is concerned. Thankfully, we've had the chance to make amends. The cooperative is proud to be a part of today's proceedings.
Can you please assimilate me into your cooperative? I want to become a cyborg. As I am, it's quite an honor. Hey, Kabali, Walking Dead zombie girl.
We Kabali are quite thankful to see the Accords go into effect. Many who disagree with our customs could be tempted to return to a point in time where those customs could be disrupted permanently.
Indeed, but it could give you opportunities to assimilate more dead people. Okay, so now let's take a seat, apparently. Over there. There's a seat. Sit down. Cineramic. It's pretty good so far.
Representatives from dozens of species have gathered to witness this historic event. It looks like they are getting ready to begin the formal signing. Of course, this is largely ceremonial. The negotiation... Wait, there is some kind of disturbance.
This oppression will not stand. The time stream shall be free. We will liberate the galaxy from the tyranny of the temporal accords. We shall wipe the stain of the Federation from history.
Quick, get the delegates to safety.
Everyone, stay where you are.
Oh.
Have grabbed the delegates and are holding them hostage in some nearby offices. This is damn peculiar. We're facing a major temporal flux here. The hostiles have neutralized embassy security. It looks like they weren't expecting us to be here. It's up to us to rescue the delegates.
Defeat Krenim. Acknowledged. Whoops, sorry. Bumping the microphone.
Watch out! More Krenim beaming in! More Krenim! Neutralize them as quickly as possible. We need to save those delegates.
Yeah. That was a mini photon torpedo launcher.
Can anybody hear us? The Krenim are holding us hostage in the embassy offices. Please, anyone, help!
The microphoton torpedo launcher. Okay. Looks like we need to go down these things.
The Krenim are holding us hostage, requesting immediate assistance.
Hang on, we're on our way.
Cooperate, and you won't be harmed. Resist, and your safety cannot be guaranteed.
We also need to rescue delegates. Beam out Dominion Observer.
I shall live to serve the Founders another day. My thanks to you, of course.
You're welcome. Beamed out 3 delegates, not just that guy. Alright. So there's more battling over here. Beam out Lucari, Ambassador.
You saved my world, and now you saved me. I'm beginning to like you.
I like you too. Feelings mutual, Ambassador. Stay safe. Okay. Looks like more battling over there. That's it. Do I need to talk to that person? What are you doing? You're just a security person, okay. There's a Klingon guy over here. Ooh. It's a bit of a funny weapon. What's going on? Kapla!
It was a good day to die for the Crenum.
Haha, well said, Ambassador Kapla! Beam away, bro. Alright, let's go, guys. Ooh, loot. Oh, I guess that was too late, huh? Hey, Tafari, don't be scared.
I thought my life path was at an end. My thanks for proving me wrong.
You're welcome. Beam away.
This wasn't supposed to happen. History says the Accords were signed without incident. There's no mention of an attack. We should return to our ships and see if we can help with defensive efforts.
Affirmative. Beam me up, Scotty. I would just make sure I had a bridge officer, a duty officer called Scotty in my transport room at all time. So I could just say, beam me up, Scotty, if I had a starship, wouldn't you?
Those look like Crenum ships, and they're attacking in force. We've got to stop them before they disrupt the timeline any further.
Okay, acknowledged.
This conference will not continue. I won't abide it. All ships, fire at will. Leave no survivors.
Why can't I do rock and roll? I just got to check my specializations. What's going on? Oh, I had it in commando.
Wait! I recognize that ship.
No, not this time. This time you will not prevail. Taste the bitter dregs of failure.
Oh no. Noi seems pretty angry. Basic maneuvers. Got him pretty quickly. Another person over there. Okay, you're a bit of a distance away and I can't rock and roll to you. I'll have to do a bit of full impulsing. Random warship. Look at this giant thing they've built over the whole planet.
The Nakul have used the Krenim attack as a cover to attack the temporal sensor array. All our forces are tied up fighting the Krenim. We can't afford to lose that array. It monitors the time stream for incursions. If it were damaged, people could travel into the past without being detected. Curious. The Krenim and Nakul vessels have started fighting each other in the confusion. Let's make the most of that, shall we?
Understood. Helm set an intercept course. And yet it doesn't actually set an intercept course. It would be really nice if it actually did. Ooh, I have to do it. Hello, battleships. Red alert! I need to go over there somewhere. What's going on? Who's shooting at me? That's not interactable.
Got the Krenim on the run over here. Stay focused on the array. of the Krenim ships. Engaging Anorax now. The more the merrier.
Where is he? Over there. Okay. Over there. Full impulse. Out of full impulse. Oh, what happened?
Roy, I seem to remember a little about him from my briefing on your timeline. He was a Krenim researcher on the Anorax timeship project, if memory serves.
Yes, he helped us against the Iconians.
I see. Something must have disturbed the timeline. And Noy himself, it seems. We need to return to your time to investigate. I'll accompany you, but I cannot interact with anybody from your timeline. Time is of the essence. Are you ready to go?
There's no time to talk about time, Captain. We're ready. Engage. Send us back to the past. Back to the present.
You are cleared for docking.
2410. Hello.
Welcome back to Kiana. We hadn't expected to see you again so soon. To what do we owe the pleasure?
I have questions about Noy.
Noy? Well, he's been working on some secret project of late. To be honest, he's been more than a little hostile. And that's saying something for Noy. I was about to check in with him, if you would like to accompany me.
He's always hostile. Lead on, Supervisor. That looks like him. Hello.
Oh, it's you. I thought I'd seen the last of you after you flew off to your great victory over the Iconians. Well, what do you want? I'm very busy.
What are you working on, man?
Come now, you can read, can't you? Access my latest report to command if you want to know what I'm working on. Feel free to waste the time of the charming bureaucrat standing next to you, but I'll thank you to stop wasting mine. Now, if this interrogation is over, I've more important matters to attend to. Good day.
We're not done, Noy. And watch your tone, mate. Talk to the supervisor again.
Like I said, more than a little hostile. He's been like this for some time now, and no one's sure why.
Okay. We have reason to believe he may be plotting treason. Would it be possible to see what he's working on?
Treason? Noy? I mean, sure, he's been difficult to work with, but... Oh, I hope you're wrong. Noy has top-level access to everything we're working on here. I don't need to tell you how much damage that could do in the wrong hands. Let me call him his files.
Thanks.
He was working on the Anorax. Wait a minute. It looks like he was accessing the launch protocols and docking clamp.
Uh-oh, spatial charges.
Ah, I see you found my farewell gift, Trala. I'm so glad. As for you, I'm taking command of the Anoraks now. I can see that bothers you greatly. So will the numerous bombs I've left behind.
Uh-oh. Disarm them. It says disarm charges. Disarming bomb. Oh, I thought there was one over here. Maybe I missed it. Okay, disarming. There's the other one. Disarming. Uh-oh, the Anoraks is leaving. Where's that supervisor gone? Oh, there's a wall there. Or a thing, an obstacle. Hello, what are you doing on the floor? What's going on?
Noi stole the Anoraks? I can't believe it. How could he do such a thing? What drove him to betray us like this?
Maybe there's a clue in his personal logs.
There's only one way to find out. Computer, bring up the research notes and personal logs of researcher Noi. Authorization Trala 23, Victor 6 Sigma.
Cheers. Oh, look. I should go use that computer. Accessing research logs.
Please input your selection below.
Access log.
Personal log supplemental. We had some visitors from the Alliance today. Noi was rather rude to them, but I managed to smooth things over. This time. Still, he has good reason to be stressed. The war isn't going well, and there's a lot of pressure on him right now. He could be a bit more agreeable, however. Perhaps a peace offering. Those Terran snack cakes he's so fond of with the... what is the word? Nougat. I tried to tell him about the baby again last night.
Baby?
But he was so stressed out. I just couldn't add to his burden. Hopefully things will calm down a bit soon and I can tell him. On a positive note, my work is progressing quite well. I believe these logs should now be shielded from any kind of temporal incursion.
Return to root.
Please input your selection below.
Access second log.
Personal log supplemental. My review of the time capsule files is complete. What I have learned has shocked me to the very core of my being. I had a wife, and she was pregnant. My wife and unborn child were murdered by the Federation and their allies. They devastated my people, murdered my family, and erased an entire species from time and space. I cannot let this stand. This I vow. I shall not rest until I have restored my family or avenged their deaths. Time itself shall be the instrument of my vengeance.
Okay, so he just wants his wife back and his child. He just wants the, whatever they were called again.
Please input your selection below.
Okay, access log 3.
Personal log supplemental. At last I have found them. The Tutarians, or rather what they have become. Some of them managed to escape the treachery of the Federation, finding sanctuary in a trans-dimensional void. They are powerful. So powerful that some primitive species worship them like gods. And yet they are trapped in their realm, no longer able to exist within prime space. But I can help them. I can release them from Durance Vile. With these builders at my side, I shall have my vengeance for Plora.
Ah. That's tragic. It's a tragedy. Tragedy when you lose control and you can't go wrong. It's tragedy.
Please input your selection below.
Download logs.
Download complete.
Log off.
What the? We're under attack!
Noi has returned, and he's made a number of potent modifications to his ship. We could use some help up here with him and his allies.
Affirmative, beam me up, Scotty.
I have been waiting for this for a long time. At last, I take the first fateful steps upon my path of vengeance.
But I just saw you. Where'd you get your allies? What have you done to the Anoraks?
As always, your thinking is so limited. For you, it has been moments. But for me, it has been years. Years of planning, building, all to return to this moment in time, to end you.
Oh, this doesn't have to happen, Noi.
Oh, but it does. Believe me. You took them from me. My wife, my unborn child. Time was your weapon then, and it is mine now. With it, I will eradicate your wretched alliance, just as you wiped the Tutarians from history. But first things first, it's time for you to die.
You're better than this, Noi. Stand down.
This is Walker. We've got our hands full with Noi over here, but we'll keep him busy while you defend the station. We could use a hand once it's secure, though. Anorax packs quite a punch.
I see. Acknowledge. Press. What?
Noi has learned some new tricks. This definitely isn't the same Anorax we left a few minutes ago.
There's the Anoraks. Oh, he's opening a time portal. Better follow him. Engineering section and disable the main drive. Target it. That looks cool, doesn't it? Interesting.
Oh, there you are. I thought we'd lost you. What happened to Noi?
He disrupted our warp field and made his escape in the chaos.
Damn. A rogue agent out there with a ship like the Anorax is a big enough problem. But I'm afraid the news gets worse. My science officer tells me that Noi's ship is using sphere builder technology. Looks like they're back, and with a vengeance. We've got a lot of work to do, but let's take it one step at a time. Let's get you back to the 25th century, once you're ready.
Alright, fair enough. Depart system. Beam us, warp us out of here. Warping out of a time stream? Okay. Or were we just at warp? I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, this is a pretty epic mission, isn't it? One of the most epic missions. They just keep getting more epic and epic. And then when they do one that isn't epic, you're like, oh, why isn't that as epic as the last one? They've raised the bar on the epicness. That's quite a lot, isn't it? Alright, let's, that is not the mission. This one. Contact commands, hail Starfleet.
So, Noi turned against us, huh?
Yeah.
This is troublesome. With his theft of the Anorax, he poses a great threat to the galaxy. Sadly, I don't think we've seen the last of him. The surprise actions of the Nakul are also a concern. What could they be up to, I wonder? Regardless, I think you'll agree. The battlefield just got a lot bigger.
Yeah. Click reward. Okay. So, I got 400 points and I got this cool console. Could have chose the weapons. You need to contribute it to your event reputation project to get the free ship. So yeah, that's cool. I'll give that a 9.95. No, sorry, I repeat. I'll give it a 9.975 out of 10. Has been one of the best missions in the game, probably. That's pretty cool, especially the whole lead up that's happened over, you know, with the Iconian War and all that. It was every mission in the past that intertwines into this mission is a really good one as well. That is quite epic with voice acting and stuff. So yeah, it was good to see all that voice acting and all that kind of stuff. I've got a lot of work to do over the next couple of weeks. Every day I'm going to have to log on to all 8 of my characters and you know, do all the 6th anniversary event stuff, and that will be hard. So there's a lot of stuff to do. I've got to make another video tomorrow, and yeah, I got a lot of loot from this mission too, didn't I? So that was cool. Pretty good mission, if I do say so myself. I enjoyed that. It seems to have been a good video. At least my internet wasn't lagging or anything, so that's good too. Yeah, so sorry for the little break in my normal beginner tutorial series. That will be resuming after I have done other videos to cover this 6th anniversary event, and I'll somehow try to find time, as well as doing the 6th anniversary event every day and trying to accumulate as many Omega particles for all my characters, and also doing that tutorial. It's going to be pretty difficult, to be honest, but I'll give it a go. I'll try my hardest. So if I'm a little bit slack on making videos, I do apologize, but it's probably just because I'm busy stabilizing Omega particles. I mean, I do need to do both, and I will try. Alright, well, yeah, so that's been that. It's been a good mission. Got some awesome rewards, and I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it too. Please, oh yeah, one last thing we should do. We should have a look. I was using the Iconian ground set, all upgraded, well, not completely, obviously, and the Sol Defense space set, right? But I am trying to earn, at the moment, the Terran Task Force space set for this character, but, you know, obviously I've got to do a lot of stuff. I want to get the Terran ground set as well, so I'll be trying to get that the rest of the space and ground set, and then upgrading it all to Mark, to Epic Gold Mark 14, and still need to get more space bits. I've got those two, and I've still got to unlock the rest of the reputation on this character. Anyway, so heaps of grinding for me to do on this particular character. This was Timo, the Starfleet Tactical Officer, who was the first character I've created, so my oldest character, and he had full intelligence, specialization enabled, and commando halfway. Unfortunately, pilot wasn't selected. I probably should have had that selected. There's only a few off that as well. So I'm getting close to completing my specializations. I haven't actually started on commander though, command officer here yet. But I'll do that obviously after pilot and commando I finished, and my skills looked like this. And my specialization, my traits. Those were my ground traits. And those were my space traits. Beam barrage, elusive, living hell, operative, shield technician. Those were my starship traits. And those were my space traits. Shield penetration, enhanced shield systems, fortified hull, superior shield repair, and active reputations were these ones. Yep, so pretty good. Let's get in there. All my characters were purple as well, all my array team. Alright, well thanks for watching this video from the Tim of Borg show about the Timo character doing Time and Tide, or is that what it was called? Something like that. Tide. Get out of the way, all these. Sorry about these. It's really annoying, these messages that come up all the time. I wish I knew how to get rid of them. Time and Tide, that's what it was called. Alright, thanks for watching. Please stay tuned for the next one. Live long and prosper. Ciao, bye.